January, mas mahabang February for
Kasi-
those na walang ka-Valentine's.
Oo. Despite the fact na 28 days lang siya. Hindi naman leap year. Diba? Hindi
Actually. Pabilis na pabilis. Well, happy Monday to you. And I won't say thank you to the ladies of the big story kasi nandyan si Bok Ed. So thank you, Bok, and thank you, Sean. We'll see you tomorrow. On our show, Sean was asking what we have. We have a lot for you tonight. We got the latest first from the NBA, including from a results of 10 games in the NBA, as well as a list of reserves for the upcoming All-Star game. Plus, we also look ahead at what's next for tennis star Alex Ayala as she hits a new career high.
We also have a recap of another busy championship weekend with big winners from the PBA Philippine Cup, the Philippine Open, and the Australian Open.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Lituncalaw.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy Lee, Phillips puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, look out! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Espejo for the win.
Happy Monday, folks. It's finally February, Feb 2 to be exact. Let's kick off the show in the NBA. 10 games to recap. Let's start with the Cleveland Cavaliers crushing the Portland Trail Blazers behind a historic night from big man Jarrett Allen. The Cavs traveled to Rip City and dominated the Blazers on their home floor, 130 to 111. Cleveland led by as many as 24 points and quickly regained control after Portland pulled within 10 in the fourth and final quarter. Allen fueled the Cavs' dominance by posting a career high of 40 points to go along with 17 big rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks, all in just 29 minutes and 30 seconds of action. Allen is the first Cavs player ever to pile up those numbers in under 30 minutes. The Blazers did play without Denny Avdia, though, due to a lower back strain. Caleb Love tried to carry the load with a team-high 21 points in a losing cause. The Cavs now improved their record to 30 wins and 21 losses, while the Blazers dropped to 23 victories and 27 defeats.
You know, we keep pushing our guys to keep involving him, and I think we're all turning more that way. I think that's when he's involved, when he touches it, you just get a different JA. It's just how it is. So I think tonight we just kept feeding him. And then, you know, he took a lot on his own shoulders, right? Like with the rebounding, the offense, you know, being on the glass when we missed. His energy was just off the charts.
The Cavs did not feel Dennis Schroeder just yet. Cleveland acquired a veteran point guard over the weekend in a 3-team trade with the Sacramento Kings and the Chicago Bulls. The Cavs also got Keon Ellis from the Kings and Emmanuel Miller from the Bulls. Now, in exchange, Cleveland did send DeAndre Hunter to Sacramento and draft considerations to Chicago. In addition, the Bulls also got Dario Saric and a second-round draft pick from the Kings. Schroeder is now set to play for his 11th NBA team. The journeyman averaged close to 13 points, at least 3 rebounds, and 5 assists in 40 games played for Sacramento this season.
Meantime, the surging New York Knicks get their 6th straight win at the expense of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Knicks took the marquee matchup at the Madison Square Garden 112 to 100. The Lake Show was still up 56 to 52 at the half, but New York used a balanced attack and a 13 to 5 run at the end of the third quarter to seize control for good. OG Anunoby top scored for the Knicks with 25 points to go with 8 rebounds and 3 steals. 5 of Anunoby's teammates finished in double figures as well, including 2 with at least 20 markers. The Knicks boost their record to 31 victories and 18 setbacks.
The last thing I did say to him was we were 1 for 5 in the 50-50 balls in that second quarter, and that's a telltale sign of, you know, of where we're at defensively. And to our guys' credit, there were 7 50-50 balls in the second half, and we got all 7 of them. So that, to me, showed our guys what the difference in the ball game was in terms of our attention to detail and the game plan and getting after it when we needed to. Our low man was fantastic.
Luka Doncic and LeBron James combined for 52 points in a losing cause. This might just be LBJ's final game at the Mecca of basketball. The 41-year-old has yet to make an announcement regarding his future plans, but speculations remain on his possible retirement at the end of this season. The Lakers now have a 29-19 win-loss slate.
As for the Detroit Pistons, they just claimed their largest win in franchise history. The Pistons blew out the Nets by 53 big points, 130-77. The game was practically over in the third period when Detroit's lead ballooned to 55. Jalen Duren powered Motor City with 21 points and 10 boards. Cade Cunningham added 18 markers, 12 assists, and 4 steals. Only 3 Brooklyn players scored in double figures, with no one tallying more than 12 points. The Nets were without their scoring leader, though, Michael Porter Jr., because of personal reasons. Detroit's 53-point win beats the old franchise record of 52, which came at the expense of the Boston Celtics, but that was way back in 2003. The Pistons continue to rule the Eastern Conference this season with 36 wins and 12 losses. The Nets stumble to a lowly 13-35 win-loss slate.
7 more NBA games today. Here are the scores. The Boston Celtics handily defeat the shorthanded Milwaukee Bucks 107-79. Another blowout here. This time, the Miami Heat dealing the Chicago Bulls a 134-91 beating. The Toronto Raptors shake off the Utah Jazz 107-100. The Washington Wizards hand the Sacramento Kings their 9th straight loss, 116-112. The red-hot Los Angeles Clippers continue to roll following a 117-93 win over the Phoenix Suns. The San Antonio Spurs rally past the Orlando Magic 112-103. And lastly, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Denver Nuggets 121-111 as reigning MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drops 34 points and dishes out 13 assists. In other NBA news, the player pool for this season's All-Star Game is finally complete.
The league has revealed the list of reserves for the annual midseason classic. The King, LeBron James, headlining the lineup of players coming off the bench. This extends his record for the most NBA All-Star selections to 22. The rest of the reserves from the Western Conference are, as you can see, Denny Avdia of Portland, Devin Booker of the Suns, Kevin Durant of the Rockets, Ant-Man Anthony Edwards of Minnesota, Chet Holmgren of OKC, and Jamal Murray representing the Nuggets. The reserves from the Eastern Conference are Toronto's Scotty Barnes, Detroit's Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell, Pascal Siakam, and big man Karl Anthony Towns.
As usual, many fans feel that some players may have been snubbed from a spot in the All-Star Game. These include LA Clippers standout Kawhi Leonard, Houston Rockets breakout big man Alperen Şengün, and Dallas Mavericks super rookie Cooper Flagg. NBA coaches chose the All-Star reserves regardless of their position. This year's All-Star Game will feature a new format with 2 USA teams and 1 representing the rest of the world. The NBA All-Star Game will be held on February 16th at the Intuit Dome. Coming up, the PBA Philippine Cup Championship stays with the San Miguel Beermen. Find out how they picked apart the TNT Tropang 5G in Game 6 of the finals next here on Play by Play.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play only on One News. Men's tennis world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, makes history at the Australian Open. The 22-year-old Spaniard is now the youngest man ever to complete a career Grand Slam. That's after he defeated the living legend Novak Djokovic in a thrilling men's final in Melbourne. Alcaraz bounced back from a first set loss to eventually take the win 2-6, 6-2, 6-3, and 7-5. Alcaraz is only the 5th man to ever win all 4 majors in the Open era. This is his first Australian Open title and 7th Grand Slam crown overall.
I think nobody knows how hard I've been working, to get this trophy. I just taste this moment, so much, precision that it was a little bit roller coaster emotionally. I gotta say I'm just really grateful for everyone I have in the corner right now, and then just as I said, this trophy is always it's always yours.
The Women's Championship went to Elena Rybakina. She capped a stunning run in Melbourne by toppling world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka in an exciting final 6-4, 4-6, and 6-4. One break decided each set, with Rybakina striking first and Sabalenka answering to force a decider. Sabalenka led 3-love in the third, but Rybakina rallied with 5 straight games and sealed the title with an ace on championship point. The victory avenged her loss to Sabalenka in the 2023 final. This is Rybakina's 2nd Grand Slam title, adding to her Wimbledon crown in 2022.
Yeah, it's hard to find words now, but of course I want to congratulate Aryna with amazing results for a couple of years, and I know it's tough, but I just hope that we're going to play many more finals together. I want to say thank you, of course, to you guys for such an incredible atmosphere. It was a battle, and honestly your support kept us going, and thank you so much to Kazakhstan.
Filipino tennis sensation Alex Ayala is on the rise again in the world tennis rankings. Ayala reset her career high ranking to number 45. That's 4 spots above last week's number 49. Ayala is fresh off her quarterfinal stint at the first ever Philippine Women's Open. She is now in the UAE for the Abu Dhabi Open. Ayala will begin her run in the singles tournament at around 10 in the evening Philippine time. She will face fellow youngbloods Zeynep Sonmaz, who had just become the first Turkish player to reach the 3rd round at the Australian Open. Ayala will also see action in the doubles tournament starting tomorrow. She will team up with fellow Southeast Asian Janice Chen.
The Philippine Tennis Association is moving quickly to build on the success of the recently concluded Philippine Women's Open. PHLTA Secretary General John Ray Chanco revealed plans to maximize the use of the newly refurbished Rizal Memorial Tennis Center. The venue is set to continue hosting international events, including possible ITF and ATF tournaments. PHLTA also plans to explore a partnership with the Philippine Sports Commission to open the courts to the public. These plans come after the country successfully staged its first ever WTA tournament. Colombia's Camila Osorio capped off the historic event by claiming the first ever Philippine Women's Open singles title over Croatia's Donna Vekic. With the tournament expected to return next year, officials hope it becomes a stepping stone for tennis development in the country.
Well, we fixed thanks to PSC for really funding, resurfacing and fixing not just the tennis courts, the whole facility. And it's an investment because after this tournament, we can use it for other tournaments and not just local tournaments, because we've been using this for local tournaments. Now we can even have like for juniors, we already had the ITFs here. We can have ATFs. We can have probably the small ATPs, because it's already qualified. It would pass the requirements of those tournaments.
Meanwhile, in the PBA, the San Miguel Beermen successfully defend the Philippine Cup title. Junmar Fajardo put on a masterclass against the TNT Tropang 5G to wrap up their championship series in Game 6. Here's a recap.
Your champions for the PBA Season 50 Philippine Cup, San Miguel Beermen.
The PBA Philippine Cup title stays with the San Miguel Beermen. The league's winningest team adds to its haul after reasserting its dominance over the TNT Tropang 5G in Game 6 of the finals. San Miguel looked hungry from the get-go. The Beermen finished the first quarter with a 26-10 lead and led by as many as 21 points. But TNT didn't go down without a fight. The Tropang 5G unloaded their signature fight back and were within 2 at the start of the fourth. San Miguel broke the game wide open again by going on an 8-0 run. TNT scrambled to get going offensively but couldn't find the mark and scored just 9 points in the payoff period. The Beermen ended up taking the match 92-77 to win their record-extending 31st PBA title as a franchise. This is also their third All-Filipino crown in the last 4 years, with all 3 coming against the Tropang 5G.
Ang bida dito ay yung mga players. Okay. Dahil sa kanila, nagmukha na naman akong magaling. Ayan. Kaya maraming salamat po. Sana ipagpatuloy nyo ang suporta sa PBA. Junmar Fajardo!
Fittingly, superstar Junmar Fajardo received the first ever Ramon Fernandez PBA Finals MVP award. El Presidente himself presented the award to his former mentee. Fajardo towered over everyone, finishing with a dominant 29-point, 23-rebound performance in Game 6. For the series, the Kraken averaged close to 20 markers, 18 boards, and a block per game. This is the 6'10" living legend's 5th Finals MVP honor.
Isang karangalan na makakuha ng championship, tapos Finals MVP. Si Don Ramon pa yung nagbigay ng Finals MVP yung nag-abot. Tapos sa kanya pa to nakapangalan. So isang karangalan. For sure nasa taas ng trophy case ko. Before pa kami dumating dito sa San Miguel, alam na namin yung legacy ng San Miguel. So nandito kami para to continue the winning ways ng San Miguel.
With the Philippine Cup in the books, up next in the PBA's golden season is the import-laden Commissioner's Cup, slated to begin in March. Coming up, the Winter Olympics are just around the corner. A look into the preparation of alpine skier Francis Ceccarelli when play-by-play returns here on One News. Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. 2 Filipinos will see action at the Olympic Winter Games Milano Cortina 2026, which will begin later this week. Mobile journalist Denise Valdesancho caught up with one of them, Francis Ceccarelli, to talk about preparations and his attempt to break through in a sport that's basically unheard of in the country. Watch this.
The much-anticipated Winter Olympic Games, also known as Milano Cortina, are fast approaching, and one Filipino athlete is ready to make his mark. Meet the 22-year-old alpine skier Francis Ceccarelli. Though raised in Italy, Ceccarelli chose to represent the Philippines in what will be his Olympic debut.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy because it's my first Olympic game. I'm so really happy for participate and for my country, you know.
Francis was born in Quezon City before being adopted and raised by his family in Italy. A major influence in his love for skiing was his mother, a former professional skier herself.
I started when I was 8 years after my Italian parents adopted me. We start really fast. After the adoption, my mom take me out for the snow. Yeah, teach me everything for skiing, and my grandpa same.
Beyond the slopes, Francis describes himself as a simple Filipino at heart.
I am a simple Pinoy, you know. I like spend my time with my friends. I like dancing, you know, and with my friends. I like drive my car, you know.
Ceccarelli is the first Filipino to secure a quota spot for the 2026 Winter Olympic Games, and the fifth Filipino alpine skier to carry the Philippine flag on the Winter Games stage.
Yeah, it's really it was my dream. Like why you are, you know, pressure if the dream is arrived, you know. Finally, I wait everything, and so thank you for support, for view me. I'm so really proud for everything and for this interview and for every people, really.
Preparations are now in full swing, with Francis currently competing in a series of races in Bosnia. The Winter Olympic Games will take place from February 6 to 22 in Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo in Italy. Kapatid Denise Valdesancho, we are One News.
Feb 2, 2026, first Monday of the month of February, month of hearts, buwan ng mga puso. At may regalo kami para sa inyo, sports fans, hindi lang All-NBA. We got the PBA, the NBA, and also highlights from the Australian Open just for you tonight. Roll the video right away. Game 6 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals. And look at Junmar. Point centered, bounce pass to CJ Perez. What can this man not do? The Kraken, the GOAT, the 9-time PBA MVP. Look at that, running the break, moving like he's Chris Ross, moving like he's L.A. Tenorio or Jason Castro with the handles, and then the bounce pass right on time to his partner in crime, CJ Perez, up and in, and SMB beating TNT. Back-to-back champs now in the Philippine Cup. 92-77 is the final score, and Abay, well, who is shocked here? He is named Finals MVP, finishing with 29 points here in Game 6, 23 big rebounds, and 2 assists. From the PBA, well, congratulations sa SMB. From there, let's go to the NBA now. Lakers and Knicks in MSJ. Another great pass, but this time, Marcus Smart, Luka to Smart to LeBron, alley-oop to the King. 41-year-old LBJ dunking it like it's 2006, not 2026. LBJ, by the way, 22 points in this one. But unfortunately, Laker fans, the Lake Show lose to the Knicks, the home team, 112-100. And from there, last play for you. How about this? What a match. Match for the ages in the Australian Open. Look at Novak getting to work there. And look at Alcaraz. Look at that. Around the net. And then Alcaraz says, I got it. Look at the kid go. And look at the reaction from Novak. I did everything to beat this kid. But man, how does he do it? Take a look. Novak putting to work there. Sliding, skidding, and then look at this. Around the net. Akala wala na eh. Pero nakuha pa rin ni Alcaraz and naibalik pa. Look at that play. What a play from the Spaniard. And look at the reaction from Alcaraz, and then the reaction of Novak after could not believe. But of course, if you're gonna lose, it's better to lose to that kid right there. World number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, for a reason. 22-year-old, beating Joker in 4 sets to win his first Australian Open title and become also the youngest man to complete a career Grand Slam. Grabe. Congratulations to Carlos Alcaraz. What a career at a young age. He continues to defy the odds and beat the greats too. Congratulations to the Spaniard. That's all I have for you tonight, the highlight reel. But we'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Night.
And before we go, the Philippine Women's Open left a lasting impression, not just on Filipino fans, but on the 2 finalists who shared center court in Manila. Champion Camila Osorio and runner-up Donna Vekic both took time to thank Manila for an experience they called unlike any other. Osorio won her first WTA title outside Colombia by outlasting Vekic in 3 sets. Osorio described her Manila run as a fairy tale, saying the support made her feel at home even after eliminating Filipina ace Alex Ayala. And while Vekic may have fallen short of the title, she said the crowd was the biggest winner of the week. Adopted by fans as Tita Donna, she called the experience unforgettable, saying the love she received from Filipinos meant more than the result.
Obviously, I had, a tough beginning of, I think besides Colombia, this is my top one. No, I mean, it's just, as I said, they're very, very kind, very loving, and you can feel the passion. So it's very nice to see the energy. And yeah, I think it's in top 3 for sure. I really enjoyed the environment.
I really enjoyed my week here. I played 5 great matches, and I'm gonna, even though I lost today, I'm gonna take a lot of positives out of this week. I think the crowd support has been the best thing the whole week. It made really a lot of fun playing out there in front of everyone, and it was really as well pushing us today to give our best and push ourselves to the limit, and hopefully the crowd enjoyed.
Great sound bites there from both Camila Osorio and Tita Donna Vekic. Congratulations, by the way. Job well done to the Philippine Tennis Association, PhilTA. Napakahusay, napakagaling. A well-organized event, WTA event, and also sa Philippine Sports Commission. More of that, please. Those events dito sa Pilipinas. That's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. But catch us again tomorrow, Tuesday, 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Happy Monday. Good night.